I remember whenever I quit that job, the superintendent emailed me and he was like, "Oh, Chris, we're changing your position. We're going to move you to this other teacher. Just move." That's what they do. They just move you. Like I went to my whole childhood, I grew up thinking I wanted to be this one teacher, this kind of music teacher. And then my very last day, I got an email. I was like, "Hey, we're moving you to this position, completely different job." And I responded, I was like, "Actually, I'm quitting because I've been building a business for 6 months. So good luck." And one of the best emails I've ever said. And I drove out of the school and I said, "Fuck you." And I was like, "I'm fucking out of here." But I decided I was never going back to that life ever again. Quit the job, said, "Fuck you, I'm out of here." And I burned that old me because I decided I was willing to do anything. Where we get stuck in our journeys of transformation is whenever we don't decide, and every single day is a negotiation. Every single decision you make in the day, you're still deciding who you're going to be because you haven't decided. They open the fridge and they're saying, "Am I going to eat clean or not?" The alarm clock goes off and they say, "Am I an early morning guy? Am I a hit my alarm clock guy or not?" Their wife is in an argument with them and they say, "Am I a patient, stoic lighthouse of a leader or am I not? Or am I the guy who flips out?" They're making this decision as the day goes on, so they're constantly deciding who they are. The guys who are making the most progress decide and then do it. So today we're going to decide. So if your mind's not made up, it's okay. Today's the day we decide. Many people throughout their journeys think the problem is the workout. Think the problem is the cookie. Think the problem is the fight. The problem is the beer. That is not the problem. That is not what the issue is. The problem of a guy who stays stuck is the 30-second negotiation you have with your weaker self right before you decide what you're doing. It is not the thing you are doing. It is you having that negotiation with yourself before you decide what you're doing. The moment you start debating, you've already given your weaker self a voice. The moment you allow that little weak bitch voice of yours to say, "Maybe we don't have," you already have given him power that he should never have. People that feel confident and like, "I'm never going back," they shut that voice down immediately because they decided who they are, and they don't have to worry about 10 times today, 100 times today, having an internal battle of who am I? Am I the workout guy? Am I the macro guy? Am I the patient guy? Am I the guy who sits on the couch and looks at his phone? Or am I the guy who runs around and plays with his kids? They already know who they are. They made the decision once and they went all in. They're not deciding today. Don't, 6 months from now, do not still be deciding if you're going to wake up on time. 6 months from now, don't still be deciding if you're going to hit your macros. Today, you're making the decision. Either yes or no. Either this is who I am, either this is important to me, or it's not. Either this is who I am, or it's not. The moment you start debating with yourself, you've already given that weak voice strength.